forcing that question of what are we doing here and why are we doing it. I think that sometimes, and I think Aham's work tonight is a really great example of this, but I think that so much of the intellectual that we start to process maybe in the moment of experiencing something, maybe it comes later, maybe it comes in a conversation and dialogue, but we always feel it in our bodies first, and then we start to make meaning of it. So tension to me, even though we can talk about like sort of friction or tension in a more cerebral way, it always starts in a corporal way.
Yeah. One of my initial thoughts about how to have a conversation today was how you set up a room for people to have to deal with the tension or have to deal with the friction. And I remember when I came to the play yesterday, one of the first things you did, and we live in like a very unique time where people are talking about race and class and identity everywhere but in the institutions, right? And you just kind of like dropped a bomb at the beginning of the piece, like, I'm not afraid to talk about this, and I'm not afraid to joke about this, and you're gonna have to deal with this right now because you already paid, right? But you do it all the time. Like, you are perfectly okay with me making people uncomfortable. And I think you said, I've heard you say, I like making people uncomfortable. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the joke, do the really well-behaved kids get to go on a house trip? What am I gonna do, not use that joke? What? I thought of that. I deserve a medal. And I'm gonna not use it because people can't, that's not my problem. That's great. I mean, okay, first of all, if you think about it all the way through, you think about these, okay, because when I use the word, I don't say the good kids, I say the very well-behaved kids. I say the kids that do what they're told, the kids that rat out the other kids in school. And then, what is their prize? They just go, what do they do, dishes? Like they go to the house, I like this whole scenario that you can play out in your head with just like a couple of words. And I think that, maybe 5% of the audience is gonna do that. That's worth it for me.